the new home tour. Here's the front of our house. Absolutely love the color, love the stonework that we chose. Houses typically come stucco, and then you have the option to upgrade to full stone, which is what we did, or stone that would go halfway up. So it would go halfway up this little bump out area. We did go ahead and opt for full stone just because we liked the look of that a lot better. As you walk to the front door, you have this nice area here, which you can put, which is going to be great for me for packages, for holiday decorations. Just love everything about the inside and the outside of our house. So when you walk in the front door, this is the entryway. Love that we have a bit of a tray ceiling. We're actually going to be painting that bump out, just the flat part, as part of the painting that we're doing in the house. Did luxury vinyl flooring versus tile. We also did a little bit of an upgrade on the molding. We did a taller, more modern molding. Now, when you walk to the left, this is the garage door. So we have a 3-car garage, which is really nice because we have a couple of cars. We also have a golf cart. We're going to be doing some things to the garage, so stay tuned in future videos. And then when you come in the garage, we have this little area here where we added some cabinets, some quartz counters, and then we're going to put some type of piece of artwork or floating shelves above the cabinets. And then directly across from that is the powder room. One of my favorite little things we did is this fun patterned tile floor. We figured since this was such a white space that we would do something to make it kind of fun. We are also painting this back wall here a nice dark color, and then we've got some fun artwork that we're putting up, but we're really going to emulate the grays and the blacks that are in the flooring. So that's off to the left when you come in the front door. And then off to the right, we have a hall closet here. And this actually houses all of our electronics and all of the internet, and everything is in this case, which is really, really nice so that you don't have components all over your house for TV and internet, and then obviously serves as a coat closet as well. I did buy a big piece of artwork for this wall, so that's going to be really nice as you walk in. And then this room here is my office. I'm very excited for my office. Still have a couple of things happening. We're missing blinds and screens, so it's gonna be ready by the time we actually get keys. I'm filming this a little bit early. This is going to be my office. I'm very, very excited. It is the perfect space for me. And I even have my own bathroom, which is going to come in handy. And this is also going to be the guest bathroom. So we've got our counters, toilet, and shower. I can't wait to show you guys all the decorating when we start the decorating process. I'm unsure about painting the walls in my office. It kind of depends on what the video looks like, if it warrants a painted background. We do have our painter on standby. And then this is my closet, which I'm also really excited about because this is much larger than my current closet. So I'll actually have a little bit more storage space. I have a lot of lights. I have a lot of things for filming. So again, that is my office, which I absolutely love. I will say too that another thing we did is get these 5-6 panel doors versus the standard builder grade doors. And leaving my office, we go right into the main living area. What we loved about this floor plan is how big and open it is. So right off to the right here is the kitchen. Definitely the heart of this house because this is where we really did a lot of upgrades, a lot of changes, making it our own. Everything turned out beautifully. We love the finishes. Our aesthetic style is a modern farmhouse with grays, neutrals, just really light and bright, and then we'll pull in color in our decor. We are going to be painting the island as well, just because, again, it's a lot of white with the countertop and the molding. We have a nice dark gray cabinet, and one of my favorite things is this backsplash. This was definitely something we splurged a little bit on, but it's absolutely beautiful in the kitchen. All new builds do not come with a refrigerator or washer and dryer. So we have a refrigerator coming. That's what will go in that space there. We've got our microwave, which is really neat, is actually on top, hello, of the stove. So that's our microwave. and then our stove. And we did upgrade to gas versus electric. I love gas stoves, absolutely love gas stoves. And you had the option of doing a vent hood. We didn't really like the way it looked, so we went with this traditional, more modern hood. We also added these 2 drawers below the stove. That was something that we opted to upgrade. And one other thing we did is in all of the cabinets, we put a drawer on the bottom. So a lot of the cabinets have 2 pull-out drawers, but we added these to every single cabinet. Just as we get older, it'll be much easier to get things out of the cabinets. They don't get lost in all the mess of the cabinet. And again, all those drawers will pull right out. So you can see this one's a good example. It comes with the drawer upper, that's included, and then you can upgrade to have the bottom drawer, which is exactly what we did. We also did soft close cabinets because it just is much nicer than slamming the cabinets closed. We also chose our hardware was brushed nickel. This was something we had the option of upgrading as well, was the hardware from Chrome, and then you got to choose your style of hardware. And then one of my favorite things about the kitchen, one of my favorite things about this floor plan is the massive walk-in pantry. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you know we had a pretty good size walk-in pantry in Washington. I would say that this one's double the size of that. There's so much space in here. I'm very excited about it. Definitely excited, especially with all the food content and recipes that I share. Dishwasher on this side here. We did also add the sink or the sponge holder. And we upgraded our sink to this Blanco sink, which is like a stone. We also upgraded the faucet. So again, we went with all brushed nickel for all of the hardware in our home. Aside from towel bars and toilet paper holders, we will just replace those with brushed nickel ourselves because it's a much better price than if we did it through the builder. But we love the sink. It was nice to have a beautiful stone sink. And then this area here is the dining room. So we ordered a beautiful table and chair set to go in the dining room. And then it goes right in to the living room, the great room, which is really nice. That is just big and open, which is exactly what we were looking for. We are doing an accent wall here, so you'll see that in a future video. We're putting some wood slats on this wall. And then to the left of that wall is this area, which is really, really nice as well. Kind of a butler entertaining area. We did add this beverage fridge, which I love this. You can actually change the lights. Troy and I were saying we could change it for parties, we could change it for holidays, but you can actually change it to different colors. So there's orange, white, and the blue. It's just gonna be really nice for us to be able to store our beverages rather than having them take up space in the refrigerator. You did have the option to put a sink on here. We do love how it looks. We did also upgrade all of the molding so that the cabinets here go to the ceiling rather than having a gap. So that was another small upgrade that we made. And then coming through this little hallway here to the left is the laundry room. So we did add some cabinets to the laundry room. This stone is actually just the builder grade granite. We did that in the secondary bath and in the laundry room because it actually matches really nicely with our cabinets. And we do have our washer and dryer coming along with our refrigerator. We are going to do a gas dryer in this space. And then we've got this amazing linen cabinet, which is such a nice thing to have in your laundry room. We have this side here that has a bar, and then the side over here, tons and tons of shelves for storage. So that's really nice to have that additional storage in the laundry room. It is also directly across from the master, so it makes it really easy to bring your clothes and things into the laundry room. And then coming through these beautiful frosted glass doors is our den. And I shared with you guys that originally this was going to be my office, and then I decided to go ahead and move myself to the other side of the house just because I'm not bothering Troy. This wall right here shares a wall with our master bath. So I just didn't want to bother him when I was working and filming really early in the morning. It's going to be a cozy, comfortable space. We ordered an amazing chandelier type of light fixture. Wait until you guys see the next video when all the furniture and everything is in. And then we did the frosted glass doors, which I just think makes it look really nice and elevated. And then to the left enters the master bath and the master bedroom. So starting here in the master bath, another place in this house that I absolutely love. One thing I did want to point out is that we did have all of the mirrors in all of the bathrooms deleted. That's why you don't see any mirrors. We purchased our own. So again, in the next video, you'll see what we chose. And we did also do an upgrade for a medicine cabinet for Troy. And then, like I said, all the towel bars and paper towel and toilet paper holders are chrome. We've already purchased brushed nickel. So we're just gonna swap those out now that the holes and everything are drilled in the wall. We have this massive vanity. We also changed the middle. It actually had a cutout vanity area that you could put a stool under, and we changed it to just drawers. I don't get ready in here. I get ready in my office. So we'd rather have the extra storage space. And then here is the linen cabinet in the bathroom. Again, so much storage. There are no basements in Arizona. So the more storage you can get in your house itself, the better. So I love that large linen cabinet. And then Arizona also has separate rooms for the toilets always. So this is the toilet room. So that is right next to the linen cabinet. And then one of my favorite upgrades is our massive walk-in shower. It's like a car wash. Absolutely love this. It is a dream. It's like we're in a spa. This is one thing we were very excited about. We did get to choose all of our tile. So we went with a dark gray tile. We went with a really beautiful border. We did add a niche. It does not come with a niche. We added that. We've got a bench. We've got some nice glass. And then they did also put in some towel hooks for us, which again, we'll swap these out for brushed nickel. And then we have the 3 windows across the back for some natural light in the shower. But this just doesn't do it justice. It is really very, very large, very beautiful. Definitely something when we saw that it was an upgrade option, we knew that we had to do it. And to the right of that is probably the largest walk-in closet I've ever had in my life. This thing is massive. We were actually telling the painter that he could just move in here because there's room in here, literally, you guys, for probably a queen bed. It is that big of a walk-in closet. We've got lots of space. Again, storage is key when you don't have a basement or multiple levels. So this is going to be really nice for us, Troy and I, to have all of our clothes. And then coming out of the master bath to the left is the master bedroom. So we are also going to be doing an accent wall here, but we're doing a wood and painted accent wall on this back wall. We've got beautiful windows with some blinds. The blinds are an issue. We don't love them. So hopefully by the next video, we'll have a solution to that. But we have the most amazing view out of our bedroom, which was definitely one of the selling points of this lot for us. I'll take you guys outside too, and you'll be able to see the view even better. But this master bedroom is very large, very big, very open. This house has 12-foot ceilings throughout most of the home, and the shorter ceilings are 10 feet. So nice and big and open. That was another thing we loved about this particular floor plan. And then leaving the master bedroom, we'll go back into the main living area, and I will take you outside in the back. Love the slider as well. We did get some blinds for these windows, the accordion blinds. We actually really like those. We're hoping to change a few of the blinds to those in the house, but we have this massive slider. It is way oversized. We had to order a special dog door to fit the slider, which we're not mad about. We like that it's big and oversized. And then we have these beautiful windows here. And this heads right out to our patio. And another thing we did is this outdoor fireplace, which honestly, I'm also not mad about it. This was our one splurge. Like the one thing we did that was not affordable and definitely more of a splurge, not a necessity. You can see here, we've got our pavers that we're choosing. Our landscaper will be here to start our landscaping our yard on Friday after we close on the house. But this outdoor fireplace is great because you just hit a switch, give it a second, and voila, we've got flame. It puts out a ton of heat, which maybe won't be the best thing in Arizona, but it is absolutely beautiful. It just is so nice looking from the inside of the house. You can see it. You can actually see it the minute you walk in the front door. So we'll be spending a lot of time out here. Also ordered a couple of different patio sets for this for our patio. It's very, very large. We wanted a couch so that we can sit out by the fireplace. And then we wanted a table and chairs where we can actually eat meals and play games and play cards and things. But it's just such a beautiful, beautiful space. And then we have an above average size backyard. So this, like I said, will be fully landscaped, fully fenced in, and we get to enjoy the mountain view, which is, like I said, why we bought this lot. We wanted a view lot. We got a view lot. It's absolutely perfection. It's so quiet and peaceful out here. And then here is the house from the back. So like I said, with all these big windows, you can see that fireplace the minute you walk in the door and from the inside of the house. I hope you enjoyed the empty house tour. I can't wait to show you guys as we decorate, as furniture comes in, as we do the accent walls. There'll be so many more videos coming your way with the house as we start to move in. I'm actually going to film a moving vlog, so you'll get to see as we unpack and where we put things and kind of what we do from there. And then as the finishes come in, the appliances, the furniture, I can't wait to take you guys with me. So if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.